a lot of times, ladies, this is more so for my single ladies who are waiting for marriage or desiring marriage. And a lot of times we're praying, but our prayers for our future husband are like are not in alignment with what God has for you, for your future man. You know, a lot of times we're like, we want him to look a certain way, we want him to make this amount of money, we want him to be able to do this thing for us, when we should really be praying like, oh God, I want a God-fearing man, a guy who is like in love with family and really believes in the family dynamic. And we need to be praying for, like, I want a guy who like loves prayer, who has a passion and a heart for prayer, someone who's consistent, someone who's dependable, someone who's committed and dedicated to the work of the Lord. We need to be praying for someone who loves to serve, someone who's faithful. So we were talking about that, and I was like, you know, that's good, because we end up going in our 20, we're turning 25 or 30 or 35 or 40 or whatever the case may be, and we're like, God, why am I still single? I've been praying for a husband for years, for months, for days, and I've been praying, God, what am I doing wrong? You know, what am I doing wrong? And maybe it's just you're not praying the right prayers, or maybe, you know, he had your husband for you dead smack in your face like mine was. He had him dead smack in your face, but because you were praying something totally different, you kind of missed out, sis. Like, you know, like you was praying for somebody that was dark skinned when your husband in front of you was light skinned, and since he was, oh, he knew you weren't gonna be willing, or you weren't open, let me say it like that, you weren't open for change, then, you know, you missed out. Not that you missed out permanently, but in that season where you could have been blessed and, you know, getting a ring on it or whatever, now you're in this season where it's like, now I gotta fight for this thing, I gotta war for this thing, because now I can't just do it in my own strength. Now it's not just gonna come naturally to me. I gotta really work at this thing. I gotta really pray. I gotta really fast and seek God for this thing. So yeah, I just want to say that. So if it's you, if you're out here and you're praying for your Boaz, or you're desiring marriage and you haven't really opened up and let God know that you're open to whatever he has planned for you, you're open to whoever he has for you. If your list is so like, oh, I'll only accept this type of person, I'll only accept a person who makes this amount of money and things like that, then maybe you're not ready. Maybe there's something else that he needs to develop within you to prepare you for marriage. So yes, I just want to let y'all, you know, just be open to what God has in store for you, and that's pretty much, yeah, just be open to what he has in store for you. And I'll leave y'all with this quick testimony. Sorry, I'm going down this back alley to get to my house, so it got really, really dark. I see them. They see me though. Leave them on. Alright, so I'll leave y'all with this. I did ministry with Darius for how long were we doing ministry together for? For about 2-3 years. Maybe 2. I was doing ministry with my husband for like 2 to 3 years before I knew he was my husband, and we was working side by side, but I had never saw him or looked at him in that way. And even when God told me that he was my husband, part of me was like, whoa there, buddy. This is not like, this ain't nothing on my list. You know what I'm saying? Not that it wasn't nothing on my list, but it wasn't like, you know, what I was thinking about type of situation. So you just got to be open and ready. You got to, one thing I tell y'all have to be like spirit led. Because if you're not spirit led and you're trying to find a kingdom man, it ain't gonna happen. If you want a kingdom man, you need to be spirit led in your prayers and how you position yourself. Like, are you even positioned? That's a good question that you should be asking yourself. Are you even positioned to receive God's best, to receive what he has for you in this season that you're in now, or the season that you're about to walk into? Are you in position? So if you're not in position, you can't expect God to just send you a man. It's a lot of people who they're just like, oh, I'm finna just run with this person who I'm with because that's who I have. I'm just gonna settle for this guy. And God has something way better for you, girl. So stay prayed up. Maybe tweak your list that you have for your future spouse. And I just want y'all to just rest in God. Really think about what I just said and then move forward. Don't settle. Stay prayed up and be open to what he want to do. If he want to give you the usher at the church who been faithful and consistent for years and years and years, and you're like, oh, I ain't never gonna marry him, be open. You don't know what he got for you. So yeah, I just want to encourage y'all with that. Feel free to DM me, leave me a message or whatever it is. I would love to chat with you all. So have a great night, ladies. Bye.